Hello and welcome.
Hey, everybody.
So we have got we made a little challenge for ourselves last week that we would do a podcast episode. So we were just chatting about that. So the time has ticked over for us to go live now. So we thought we would just carry on chatting about that.
So I wanted to ask you guys, are you going to do a Face Live podcast, or are you just going to do a talking podcast?
My plan is to do Zoom interviews because I'm treating this challenge as what am I calling it? I'm doing podcast pilot.
Okay.
So because I actually have wanted to start a podcast for let's see, I was going to start it in 2023, and then I got a job and I just was too busy. So I've wanted to have a podcast for so long. So I'm really excited to use this dare as a way to actually have an ongoing podcast.
Yeah.
With interviews. I want to interview people. I want to do it on Zoom, and that because I have a Zoom account that I use, for my classes and stuff.
Yeah. Hey, Bobby.
Hey, Bobby. Hey, Miss M. Hey, Debbie Sue. Thank you guys for joining us. We're just talking about our little podcast, dear. So cool. So do you think that you'll have something up and published? I mean, Julie, I know you will. I know you will too, Alison, but I'm just checking in. Do you guys think that you'll have one published within the next week? Your episode?
Well, I have a serious challenge for me. Samantha and baby and daddy are moving in for 2 weeks.
Wow.
So Ephraim and Hannah have been baby proofing the house for the last 2 days. I've been working. So they've been baby proofing the house. So it is going to be rather challenging to be under the same roof again.
Yes. So did you say Samantha and baby for 2 weeks?
And and Adam. So
yeah, right. Yeah, 3 people. Yeah, like that. So when are they coming?
Saturday.
As in like tomorrow, you're tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they're going to actually start staying here on Sunday. Samantha works from home, so tomorrow Ephraim's going to set up her computers here because she works for the hospital, so it's all locked down. So she is going to have all the computers set up upstairs, and it's going to be grandpa daycare, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So why are they staying? Are they doing some renovations or are they shifting?
Yeah, they're having two. They're expanding their kitchen and they're adding, he does cars, redoes cars, like old cars. And he has the garage, and he also has a shop that he pays for, but he was hoping to move that business to be at home. So they're building a shop.
Wicked. Okay.
Hey, Krista.
Hey, Krista. That is, you know what? That's quite full on baby proofing your house because you've got a lot of space and you've got a lot of things collected, a lot of art.
And putting everything away. And Hannah's like, we should put something over the railing, that big railing because you've both been here, like at the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
And she goes, he couldn't fit through it, but we're like, Hannah, we baby proofed the house for you. It wasn't a problem. It's,
yeah. Of course it's not like, yeah.
She's convinced us to put a sheet up over it so that he doesn't think he could go through it.
So what is that? Putting a sheet up over what? The
banister.
Right.
So when he's upstairs, so when he's upstairs, he doesn't think he could look out and come down.
Oh, do you mean at the top of the stairs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's only 18 months, maybe.
Yeah. But would you guys, do they have one of those little baby gates that you stick to the top?
We're picking those up because they don't have stairs in their house, so they haven't had a reason to.
Yeah, that's definitely probably what you need, eh?
Yeah. Debbie
You're great.
Sue, I really enjoyed your story. I listened to it today. I don't know if it was new or not, but it popped up and I was resting and I just hit play. It was really good.
That's awesome.
Bobby, my little one is about 18 months. January is his birthday. And then I have my other grandbaby lives next door, and she's going to be 1 in August. So
Okay. Yeah, and you work every day, don't you?
pretty much, with Ephraim not, doesn't have a job yet. I mean, he's doing some things on the side, but I realized probably last week that this is a full-time job. I mean, I'm doing more than 40 hours a week, maybe not in the store, but by the time I'm pricing and looking what's up and then wanting to do my YouTube, it is a full-time job.
Yeah.
And my sales have skyrocketed since I've been at the store longer. I mean, when I'm in the store, one lady, for example, she was shopping and I'm like, oh, do you like to shop for anything in particular? I was pricing. She goes, well, I'm kind of thinking of a gift for my friend. She's moving from DC to Chicago. And I said, oh, I know what I have for you. And so she met me up there today so she could buy it. But from the World Fair of 1933 World Fair, Chicago World Fair, I had a key to the city. So
okay. Those are the kinds of, I know, you do just happen to have the right thing. You've got everything at your fingertips. Of course, you've got a key to the city from.
I know, like who else has a key to, that was hard for me to sell though, because I'm from Chicago. So I mean, that was like of all the things I wanted, I really kind of wanted to keep that, but I'm like, okay, I really need the cash right now. Like really bad.
So I'm curious if I could just say, Karen, are you ready to do a podcast episode yet? How are you progressing?
Yes, because I'm just going to do a talking head one. Like I have made 2 or 3 episodes before, and I really enjoyed making them because I could just have some notes and I could just do a bit of a chatsy thing. Like I write it myself, so I'm not like reading my notes out or anything like that. So, like I want it to be sort of engaging and sound like people who know how I speak will recognize that this is just, me just sharing some thoughts or whatever. So yeah, I've been kind of like running through a few things, but I'm definitely going to be having that podcast episode up within the week.
Good. Yeah, I was going to say that for me I also have challenges that I have things that came up that didn't exist last week too, that have kind of made, I'm going to have less hours in my week than usual, but because I got cast in a play, which is great.
Cool.
Rehearsals are starting. Rehearsals Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday night. So I'm going to be busy. But I've been looking into things like syndication because I don't want this to be just a YouTube thing. I want it to be on Spotify and Apple.
That takes time.
It
takes time to just figure that stuff out, right?
Yeah. I've been studying.
Line all your ducks.
Yeah. So.
Nice.
What kind of plays? But I'll just talk to Krista real quickly.
Please do. I was.
Yeah, it's a play that the people who are directing don't know that I have done this play. I've directed this play. I've produced the play. I've done the play. It's called the Blank Monologues. I don't want to say the word. The Blank Monologues. It was written by Eve Ensler.
Oh, yes, the V. Is it the V monologues?
Yes, letter V, yeah.
Yeah.
And so they're really fun. And I'm going to be doing a short series on doing it because so many people ask, how do you get started in theater? And so I'm just going to do a whole thing. Because I auditioned using video, so it'll be handy to talk about how I got started in theater and then how to get started in theater in a brand new place. And the fact that I have the audition videos, that one done. So, and then I'll just go, as I go through the process, I'll be like vlogging the process. But I don't want to vlog it until the show. I don't want to vlog the rehearsal, all that stuff until the show's up. In fact, I might not even do any of that. I won't publish it until the show's over because I don't want my secret to get out. That I know the show like the back of my hand, because I don't want them to think that I'm coming to it from a place of beginner's mind. That every new experience is a new experience. Play is a new experience. The whole thing. But I think that Anyway, I don't know how to describe it really, but they don't need to know how well I know the show.
No, you don't. Like, do you know what? You don't want that label on you either, do you?
Yeah.
You know, like you don't want them to have to take up some mental energy even thinking about that.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to say they knew from or if they were watching, I mean, they watched my audition, and I would say I probably seemed like I really had given a lot of thought to the choices I was making, but I do that anyway. So I just happen to, it's not like I memorized these monologues before because I know the stories the monologues are telling, but I don't know, word for word. So, yeah. It really is. I'm really excited because I'm relocating. And so this will give me a chance to hopefully make some friends in my new place. And, the theater is a really good place to make friends. So I'm excited.
Do you think it's easier to audition with tapes or in person?
In person.
Yes.
That really surprised me. But the one good thing about doing it on the on video is that there was no way I could spill the beans about my history with the show. So, like I said to the director, if you need a CV or resume, which is what an artist calls like a resume, I'm like, if you need a CV or anything, I'm glad to get that for you. She never asked me for it, so.
No, they're not going to really, I guess. Did you see?
And I didn't have to open my big because I would have been so like ready to. I mean, I wouldn't have wanted to, but I'm concerned that if I had been in person, I might have just been so excited because I love auditioning. And when I first started doing theater, my goal was not to get cast or do shows. My goal was always to audition once a quarter. That was always my goal. And I ended up being in show after show after show. And it got to the point where I didn't even have to audition anymore. But when I moved to Northwest New Jersey, I did one show and I got cast. I auditioned for a show. I got cast. That was a great experience. And then I auditioned with another theater company and I got cast, but it was not a good experience. And so then I haven't been in a show since 2023. And that show was right when I started my job and I didn't like it. And my performance was great. Everybody thought I did a great job, but I just wasn't really unhappy. And I don't like to be unhappy when I'm doing the thing that I love. So I stepped back and it's been a long time. So I'm afraid that during my audition, I would be so excited that I would say too much. I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to zip my lip and I'd probably say stupid stuff that could disqualify me. Just because, if I was a director, like, I don't know how much experience she's had. And I don't want her to think that I'll be a know-it-all, and I won't. But if I was there and I said, oh, yeah, I was involved with V-Day, from 2000, it was like 2007, like literally 15 years.
Probably older than her.
I know. I got one of the older lady monologues, which I was expecting, but I was hoping that she would be, because I've never met her. I was thinking, I wonder if she'll be open to me doing one of the ones that oftentimes the younger women do. But, I don't know who auditioned. So I got one of the, and that's fine. I don't mind doing this monologue. I won't tell her this either. I've done this monologue 3 times. So.
Wow. Honestly, congratulations. Can you see Krista's comment? I've put it up on the screen. I'm sure you've seen it.
Yes. Am I creating a new channel for the podcast?
No, the cat out of the bag.
Oh, for Karen. Yeah. Did she say something else?
You. I've got it on the screen.
Oh, Joel, the cat out of the bag. Yeah, that's right. I get what you're saying. Wink, wink. I sure will. Although in one of my auditions, I did use that cat name.
Karen, Krista wants to know if you're going to have a new channel for your podcast.
Yeah.
No, I'm just going to put it up on my channel under the podcast.
Yeah.
Tab. Are they called tabs? Playlist.
It's a tab.
Playlist. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. The first I'm hearing about it. Okay. Who wants Who wants to just mention our challenge that we made for ourselves?
Well, Alice
Well, yeah, I had a big mouth. I don't know. We were talking about something, and I was saying how I love to listen to podcasts. And I actually, like, for months and months and months ago, I have one in, I didn't publish it. And I didn't know. And I even went and bought my big mega microphone, to look official. Oh! And I thought I was going to do podcast style, and I never really got into it. But now that I am after 20 years, I'm starting to understand YouTube. I think it's time that I can try something new. So, Krista, we put it out there. I put it out there. I said, I dare all of us to do a podcast episode of something. So, yeah, Joanna, you should join us. Do a podcast, and we'll all tag each other in it.
Yeah, it will be fun.
Yeah, so we're sort of like Julie's going to do it at a more, because she's been thinking about it for quite some time, and she's going to set it up like proper, with it streaming out to the different platforms. And I'm just going to put it under my podcast playlist. And what are you going to do? Where are you going to put yours?
I'm going to do the podcast playlist as well.
Yes.
And doing an interview.
Yep. And Krista's got, so have you got 2 episodes on there, Krista? Is that what you've got 2 on your, from memory? I think I've only seen 2 of yours. But yeah, Krista's got 2 episodes up on her actually on your podcast channel. Krista's got a separate podcast channel. Yeah.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Like, when I think of podcast, I go to Apple Apple Music or whatever, and I listen to the podcast from there. And I've never really listened to podcasts from YouTube. It's like YouTube is my visual. iHeartRadio is my, in my head, it's divided that way. So that's why I'm curious how I'm going to maneuver this to make it what I want it to be.
Yeah. Joanna saying,
I was going to say, I know that some podcast networks now are doing visual just like YouTube does. Like Spotify, I use Spotify to listen to my podcasts. I don't use YouTube much for podcasts at all, actually. But some, like I said, I don't know if Apple has moved over to visual podcasts or not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, I'll have a different thumbnail. It'll still be on the same channel because it's just going to be Aging Joyfully Podcast. Ta-da!
Yeah.
That's how fun getting old, everybody. So
that's what?
I said, let's have fun getting old.
That's the one. Yep. Joanna's been on a podcast twice. She'd have to launch a YouTube channel first. Oh, that's right. You don't have a YouTube channel. Krista said she's got 5 episodes on her podcast channel.
Well, the thing I like about, I was listening, I listened to Gal's books, and then I noticed she was on YouTube, and she does a lot of shorts. Like, people will write her letters, like Dear Snarky, it's Snarky in the Suburbs. And now she's put her podcasts, I guess it's YouTube. I don't know. I haven't watched it. I guess I have watched it, but it's fun because now I can reach out to her easier. Because when you're listening to a podcast in the car, there's no way of getting a whole, like, if you wanted to participate in a conversation, there is no conversation. But if you do it on YouTube, people can leave you messages. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, there's
comments. And when I listen to like iHeartRadio or just regular podcasts, you know, they say, oh, you know, write a review, it helps me, blah, blah, blah. But you don't have a chance to like write that person a letter of what really hit home or what, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting what Joanna is saying. AI Operators podcast is streamed on YouTube and then goes everywhere else, including LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
Ephraim's been doing LinkedIn videos.
Nice.
Yeah, I was going to say
he has it set up every week to go out.
That's cool.
Okay, so I heard, believe it or not, on Amazon, for people that have written books, this one girl I saw, I listened to Rawson Reports. He has a YouTube channel, but he was an investigative journalist, news. And so now he's always like making sure people know about the scams and blah, blah, blah. Can you believe one lady, and he had her on the show, so I know it was real. Somebody told her about a book that sounded like her. And so she went to Amazon. It was her life story. She never made it. Somebody had AI write this story. And it was about her, like it was her life. And they said when they got the book, you could tell it was AI because all the margins were messed up. You know, it was a self-published book and like margins weren't right. Grammatically, it wasn't correct. So people are trying to like sell their books via AI on Amazon. I thought that was crazy.
Do you mean that they're trying to sell their books with someone reading it? Is that what you mean? Or they just...
Well, it's just that somebody went to the extreme of writing somebody else's book, like their own life. It's like me for writing Karen's book.
Oh,
you know,
I see. Just
I know everything about Karen, so I'm going to make the story up, and it's all based around you, but I'm not going to put your name in it, blah, blah, blah.
I understand, yeah. Like writing an autobiography type of thing.
Yeah.
Like writing
by AI.
Joanna saying questions from the YouTube audience helps flow the podcast. Do you mean from podcast to podcast, Joanna, or do you mean if the podcast is live? I don't know. Are there any live podcasts? I know people can go live. I know people can go live. Hello, Java. We've missed you. I've got your Java has got this video up I've saved to my watch later, which I thought looks really funny and interesting, with her interviewing her husband, I think it looks like, or they're interviewing each other, but I think she's interviewing him, like, what do you know about me, or something, like after X years of being married, and it looks fun. Okay, Kristen, did you guys hear today they released that creators can now have the YouTube studio create their thumbnails on desktop?
I did hear that.
Oh, you mean AI version of that you're talking about? Did you guys hear today they released the creators can now have YouTube studio? Okay, so it's an AI thumbnail.
Generated, yeah, like ChatGPT will make it, I guess, or no, I hadn't heard that, Krista. But creepy and messed up. Don't know what to focus on. What do you want to do a channel about?
What do you like to do, Joanna? I guess, I mean, you know, I've slipped into that antique thing. I started a new TikTok. I always had Beamer the boy because that was my dog, and that was my TikTok channel. I don't do much on it at all because I really don't understand it. But I made a new name up, and I don't know how to get to the new name because whenever I go to TikTok, it shows me as Beamer the boy. But I'm vintage, not antique yet. I'm not 100.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see what Joanna's saying. Okay, we'll see what. Hopefully, she's typing to us. Okay, what you ladies are doing right now is how the AI operators run their podcast. Okay, so are they called AI operators because they're just human beings, and their channel is called AI operators because they are into AI? That kind of plagiarism, stealing happens with real authors too.
Yeah.
In other words. Yeah.
I was going to say, long before AI happened, I used to get my writing stolen occasionally, and not that I wouldn't have a byline or whatever. People would put it on their websites without any kind of attribution. Attribution means giving the person who wrote it credit, and AI does that all the time, which is one of the reasons I'm not a big fan. So
Did you say AI doesn't give credit?
No, AI doesn't give credit. No, AI
Right.
AI steals from all creatives. Yeah. So
Okay, so those people are into AI weeding gardens and potting plants.
Hey,
Oh, that's
Chris.
interesting. Yeah.
Do the weeding gardens. We have a friend. I haven't talked to him in a long time, but Okies Eden. Really
Yes.
off. He took off big time.
Yes. So is he still making videos? I haven't seen him
Oh
come up.
Yeah.
I think
Makes
he's
lots of
monetized
videos.
now.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, they're all talking about AI. Are these the people that are talking to these guys, these 4 blokes? Are they talking about AI, gardens, and plants?
No, those were. I asked her.
Joanna likes AI.
Oh, this is what
gardening.
Joanna's into, AI
Yeah.
and her gardening. Got it. I was going to say, otherwise that's quite a mix,
Interesting
isn't it?
combo, yeah.
Yeah, interesting combo. Yes, that's you. Hello, Mr. Sparks. I don't watch AI videos. Yeah, so what else has been going on? So look, I'm starting to look up the airfares for Dallas.
Yeah.
So we're about to get into that groove. So
I
that's
know.
exciting. I've been looking up the ticket, and I think the ticket prices for Vid Summit is going up soon, isn't it?
I would think so.
I think maybe
Our
$100
air
or
conditioner both went out 3 days ago, and it's 100 degrees. So both
my
air
goodness.
conditioners out. So when you guys come, Karen, we have new beds. We are going to have our air conditionings working. We have the other guest room all set up now. So we have lots of space, and we're all organized again.
Nice. Okay, so Joanna, setting up a camera and doing a pre-weed and an after weeding. Yeah, definitely. Get into it. Start making videos that, I think the really important thing is to make a video that you really want to make.
Or
Like
doing something you really like to do.
that's
Yeah, those are
right.
the best,
Make that
yeah.
video that in your mind you've got that video in you that you want to make that video. So make that video. I don't think you need to get preoccupied, not that I'm saying you are, with like long term, is this what all your videos need to be or look like or anything. But I think to get going, and it's kind of hard enough, to get a video together and do the thumbnail and do all the stuff, that I think just make something that you really want to make, like that video. Make that video. Yeah, it's a great idea.
So I got up this morning, guys. This is the first time for me. I go to estate sales all the time, but I am one to believe that if whatever you need is going to be there whenever you get there. But this guy that runs the estate sale told me a few weeks back that he had a great one coming up in Lake Dallas. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So he talked it up. I got up at 5:30 to go get in line. I was the third person in line. There was 2 kids. I say kids because they were like in their early 20s that were there at 3:30 in the morning. I got there at 5:45 and I was number 3. And they published it for a 9:00 opening, and they weren't going to open till 10. And it was hot out. It was so hot. And I barely got anything. It was a really small one. The one in Fort Worth was the big one. And there was like, these ladies still lived in the house. And so like half the house was like, you can't go here. And we're not selling any kitchen stuff. And we're not doing, I'm like, I can't believe I woke up this early. The first time I did it. So I'm going to stick with my motto. It'll be there if it needs you.
Yeah. Pam, author Kerry Scott was reading the Christine Kane book while exercising in 2018 and suddenly recognized the words.
Wow.
Yeah. Great idea, Joanna. And you know what? Is anyone else doing that you've come across? Like doing some, gardening and weeding your garden and potting your plants and talking about AI? I would think that's quite amazing.
I think the contrast between weeding and gardening, which is so hands-on and analog, and then partnering it surprisingly with AI tips is kind of funny and unique.
Very.
So
Yep.
I like that.
Yep. Yeah, I like that too. I'd love to interview people on the street about AI. Do it. Yep. It's two different ideas or channels. Yeah. Do you know what? The thing is, make the video that you want to make. And honestly, like, you know, like if that's your personality and like while you're gardening, you just want to like talk about some tips or things like that. I mean, a lot of people, most people are using some AI. So yeah, don't be afraid. Just get in there and do it. I think the video script, Bobby, saying should be private to the creator. Yeah, content theft. So interviewing on the same channel and then switch it up and doing weeding.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Just make
there's
whatever
no
videos you want to
deal.
make to get going. Yeah, make whatever
Because
video.
you'll reach more people. Like I look at it as a positive, where it could be a negative because the algorithm or whatnot. But you might catch that one person that wouldn't be looking for a podcast. They want to see a YouTube. But if they see your podcast and talking about it differently than you doing it on a YouTube video, I think the cross-pollination could potentially get you a different group of viewers. In my own opinion, and you know how I know everything. Not.
Me too, yeah. But you know what I would say? I would say just get going making videos, whatever you want to make videos about, because otherwise we sit around thinking up all the scenarios and it just stops us from making that first video that we want to make. Because you might, I mean, look, you know, I've made videos over COVID time about what we were doing in COVID. I've made perfume video channel. You know what I mean? Now, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
if you keep on making videos, then you'll find your little groove and what you want to make videos. And you can always unlist or privatize videos, can't you? You know what I mean? Like once you sort of feel like, oh, this is what I'm really enjoying doing. But I think that when we've been making videos for some time, we are in a certain headspace that we kind of think like a bit more like we've done 100 videos plus, you know what I mean? So we're kind of trying to think strategically as well. But I think when you get going, I think the real key is just to get a video made and then get another video.
I started looking at my videos. Like I didn't binge watch them or anything, but I pulled some of those very first before I met all of you when I was trying to do a crafting video. And I laugh. I'm like, I should do a timeline of Allison's hair. I was blonde. I was purple. I am blondish black. And now I'm black. And, you know, it's pretty funny over the years. But just over a year ago, I was excited to have 100 subscribers. And now I'm at 370. I don't know. What am I at?
You have 5 subscribers.
I'm at 538, and it was just a year ago. I was celebrating 100.
That's right. So
it is kind of fun to look at your early videos. One, you could get ideas on what to talk about because you might have a different viewpoint, vantage point because of experience, like, you know, whatever the topic is. And two, you can see how you can improve on it. And make a new video with the same topic.
Yeah. I mean, I guess to Krista's point there, they joined because of gardening. They may not want to hear about AI interviewing, drags watch time engagement. It's more just people don't get started because they feel stuck on nailing down making that first video. Like that's a really big feat, I reckon.
Yeah.
I think that's huge to pick a name of a channel. Like first of all, you got to do your YouTube setup, like your channel. You've got a lot of decisions to make at the beginning, right? What's my name?
I've changed my name twice.
Exactly. But then to actually make a video and to publish a video is a massive, massive step. So, you know, I do personally feel like people should just have fun with it when you get going. You know what I mean? And just work it out along the way. You can always private videos, have fun with it. Otherwise, people go, see, Joanna's gone and said exactly. That's why I haven't started yet, because You know, a little bit of knowledge is a dangerous thing. We watch all these YouTube growth videos and they're like, never do these things. Always talk about the same thing every single video. So the algorithm knows exactly who to push it to. At the beginning, you're not going to get any views anyway. So it's just like, make a video that you want to make. And even the other thing too is, Joanna, is I guess where you say interview the person whose garden I'm weeding. Well, just bear in mind that, you know, that's a bit of logistics, right? So if you're going to be filming yourself doing some gardening, then you're going to be filming them, you know, like that's a few clips to put together, as opposed to if you were filming yourself, you know, and then just moving your camera around potentially, you know what I mean? You just have to clip out the bits that you don't want without too much stop starting, like the different sort of clips and things like that. So I reckon just try and make it easy on yourself and make a video that you want to make. What do you guys think? What does everyone think about that?
I agree. And like there is no set. You're not setting it in stone. You're not signing a contract. You can always change. Like I did change my name twice. And my second change is back to very close to what my first one was. And I don't remember what my second one was, but I didn't like it. So I went back to, I did Living Life After 50 because I originally started my channel when I was turning 50. And then I'm like, no, I don't like that. I don't like that. And I changed it. And now I'm back to Living Life After 55, which is going to change again real soon.
Yeah, I was going to say, as for me, my channel is always my name, Julie Jordan Scott, just because that was my brand. I've been doing online business since before the millennium. So, but the Aging Joyfully thing has just come about within the last year, because when I came back to YouTube after years of not really doing anything with it, I first came back as the anti-expert in creativity crone. Because experts, gurus, people who think they know everything about everything just really get on my nerves. So I just came back with that. And then I realized that everybody's like, you need to have, so my niche is like not a niche at all. It's just that I'm old and I love life and I'm joyful. And so I talk about different topics just like I do in my regular life. So it's like my channel reflects the fact that I'm a multi-passionate creative. And so that's what I do. You'll see me, and that will be great when I'm vlogging about the play. Here I am. I'm finally going to be vlogging about my theater life. And then I'll be doing my journaling and my writing, because I've always done all of those things. My life is not just one little tiny thing. My life is very expansive. And I think that's just more who we are as humans. So to me, it just seems more, and again, I'm very authentic and real and true, and do my best I can to be the same here on screen as I am in everyday life. I try to be consistent, and you know, what you see is what you get kind of thing.
Yeah. And I mean, and you are just like Alison too, like you guys are you are the niche, as they say, like it's a personal brand channel. Yeah. Isn't it? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're welcome, I'm a personal brand channel for old people. It's all about people who are, because I even had a hard time with talking about being retired, because I'll say I had a personal bias against calling myself retired, because I always felt like being retired was when you stopped
working.
When you stopped doing things that you felt passionate about. And so I was always like, I'm never going to retire. I don't want to retire. I couldn't understand people who wanted to not be creating, because for me, my work is about creating, and I love creating. I couldn't imagine not doing what I do. So, but now I understand retirement differently than I did before. So, and so many people who are retirement age are still doing all kinds of cool things. And that's kind of what I do. I might be retirement age, and I am as active and as I've always been. So, but I am old. I always like to say I'm old. And it doesn't bother me. that I'm almost 64 and a half. That's just.
So I was at a thrift store, and the young man that was checking me out, he wanted to see if I would get the senior discount, and he didn't know how to ask me. He goes, "Have you been blessed by now?"
Oh.
And I looked at him, and I go, maybe. What do you mean? I'm like, I didn't have a baptism. What are you getting at? Well, because it was a Christian resale shop, you know, a ministry. And I'm like, I hope I've been blessed. And he goes, well, were you born before? I said, oh, how old am I? He goes, I have such a hard time. I don't want to. I said, you know what you do?
Yeah, he walked into this. He walked into this with you, a Chicagoan, right?
He goes, I said, you tell a lady, you just say, I know you won't fit into this category, but I just want to save you a couple bucks. So if you happen to be over 55, you get a discount. And that way you're not offending anybody. I just don't get offended by age. It is what it is. Take me or leave me,
But some people do.
I know. My mom is vain. Sorry, Mom, if you're listening, but she does not want to.
But also she gets a bit embarrassed about her age. Is that what you mean?
Not so much the age as she wants to look young and very.
That's okay though, isn't it?
She's yeah. It's hard to explain. Like she wouldn't want somebody to say you look old, but she'll be happy to tell you I'm old.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she wants to run her own narrative. Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that my mom wears army boots. I can say my mom wears army boots, but you can't say that my mom wears army boots. Yeah. I can tease my sister, but don't you dare tease my sister.
Right.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Java can't wait for discounts. I'm 52
I love
now.
getting the discounts.
Well, IHOP, I think you could do it at 50. So if you ever eat at IHOP, you get the discount, and then the kids' meal. So feed everybody at the discount.
Yeah. Honestly, you know what? My bus drivers, we've got something called a gold card, which allows people over 65 to travel in off-peak times, like that is between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Allows them to travel for free. And it's the challenge of them always trying to come on early and things like that. And, you've got some bus drivers, the ones that never get the complaints because they never put up any objections to anyone. They just let everybody on, whether they've got money or not. And then, but you'll get the complaints and people will get quite very pointed about, all that stuff. But, I guess you're going to try and go for the deals, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's an interesting question that Bobby has.
Yeah. Do likes count? People often don't bother liking even if they comment.
I think
the like is the quickest, shortest thing to hit, isn't it? Before you then go to comment.
And I do think it makes a difference.
Yeah, it has to.
So my kids, when they were over last weekend, they logged onto the TV and they were putting on Baby Bluey or whatever for the baby, and they used it under my name.
Oh, that's right.
You want to mess with the algorithm? I did a video about that. My husband was watching videos under my name because I have Prime, Premiere, and so I don't have commercials. And he started watching videos, and I'm like, hey, you're messing. I'm not getting my views. So, yeah.
But doesn't it just affect what comes up for you, right? That just affects your feed, your home feed?
I think so. I'm with Java. It's the same. I agree. Honestly, I don't think any of it really matters for newer channels. I can have amazing likes, comments, criteria, and engagements on videos that never get pushed out. Yeah.
Yep. Krista's question, little emojis on the right-hand side. I can't see emojis on the right-hand side.
I don't.
Anyone else?
I think they're when they're watching on the phone, maybe, or
Yeah,
maybe vertical videos, because I know the one she's talking about.
Yeah, although I think Krista watches everything on her computer. Bobby, we never knew my mum's real age or hair color.
In the live chat? Yeah, I don't see it.
Yeah, do you know, I think that's a generational thing too, isn't it? Sometimes it used to be like, oh, we don't ask ladies their age and things.
I think it really just depends on the people, because I know people who are really don't want to be old, they don't want to talk age or anything like that. But
I say I got a lot of war wounds here, so enjoy it.
So you've worked hard for those.
Yeah, worked hard for all these scars and gray hairs and whatnot.
That's right.
Yeah, that's one thing. When I turn 65, I'm going to go back to my natural hair color, which is white, basically. And I'm going to cut my hair. I'm totally going for it when I turn 65. Watch out, world.
Well, I would go white. Mine just doesn't turn white. It's a mushy blonde, like brown blonde. And I couldn't keep it up with the highlights. I can't afford to go to a salon to do it. And when I was doing it myself, it was a hot mess. So I went black because there's only one color. Like, you don't have to mix colors or anything. You literally, I have a bottle, I go, and then rinse it out. And I dyed my new bathing suit black. It was not happy, but.
Yeah, I was going to say, I bumped into a lady in the elevator last night, and she said, oh, I love your hair color. She said, is that yours? And I said, heavens no, my hair is white. And I said, but my hair was similar to this when I was a little girl, but I'm going for the white again.
I would go for the white if I could, if it was coming in white.
Yeah, I was going to say, it took me, I was growing it out, and I had purple in my hair, though. I had purple highlights. But when I got really sick, I almost died. When I would look at myself, and it was like my hair was white, and my face was white and grayish just because I'd been so sick. And I was like, I can't, when I looked at myself, all I saw was near death. So I'm like, I need some variety here. And I think it would be different now. I don't think it would. I think that I look healthier than I did right after the hospitalization. So
how does, what are you speaking about, Joanna? I don't know. Do you all have highlights channel as well? What's highlights?
I wonder if Joanna's asking this because I think there's been a lot of videos around saying to have a second channel. So please spill the tea, Joanna. Like, is that what you're talking about? Like, people are talking about like these big gurus and stuff having a second channel. I don't. No, I don't have a highlights channel. None of us do we?
No,
I don't have a highlights channel. I don't even know what that is.
Java, I have a friend who had a slow and steady channel for a couple of years, suddenly got tons of views and subs from a very old video. Yeah. I mean, just, I guess, back to your comment, Bobby, I don't know how one person can make a video and goes viral and get thousands of subs overnight. It happens. I think it's the topic. I think it's the amount of people that click on the video. Like, when there's a surge of interest, I think that just makes them think, great, that this sample size of people really liked it, so we'll keep on pushing it out. What are impressions? Okay, tell us about impressions.
I think someone answered that. It's like, how many do they show it to you? Yeah, Life with Giovanna said, it's how many strangers your video is suggested to or shown on their feed.
Okay. Is that what the impressions is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not your subscribers, but other people are shown. Showing your video.
I thought that was when, let me go into studio. because I wasn't sure about that, or when it talks about a click-through rate in impressions. Are those the same things?
I don't know. And Krista just answered the question about Highlight Channel, which is interesting. They're taking their 60-minute long format videos and cutting it down to a 20-minute video and putting it on their second channel. That's interesting.
Huh.
I would say, like for me, I've been thinking about taking my short videos and putting them into a long video. I mean, by short, I mean like I don't make 60-minute videos. No, oh my gosh, the thought of that. But for example, with my upcoming short series about the theater thing, that will probably be like 6 vlogs, so maybe 120 minutes total. Who knows? I'm not sure. But I thought that could be like a long form, very long video for me. It'd be very long. Some people might want to watch that. See, the thing is, I don't sit still to watch videos for that long. I've never been a person who just sit in front of the screen and watch.
Yeah,
videos.
I can't either.
Yeah.
Yeah, click-through rate is the percentage of people who view more than 3 minutes of your video. Click-through
So
rate.
average percentage viewed, and then there's views, ranked by views. I'm trying to figure, because I had that question I was going to ask you guys. Impressions. So impressions and click-through.
Yeah, I think click-through rate is for every 100 people that are shown your video, like comes up in their home feed or suggested or whatever, how many people have actually clicked on it, like per 100.
Okay. So impression click-through, I just hit the question mark button on my dashboard. People are choosing to watch this video on YouTube more often than your other videos, but they aren't watching as long. Make sure your title and thumbnail represent your video's content so viewers know. So that's what the impressions click-through rate means.
Okay.
So like I got 5.8% on that,
That's
on this
good.
one particular. So that's good. I'm trying to do that. Like
Yeah.
figure out.
5%. 5% is a good click-through rate, I've heard. Yeah, I was gonna say Diary CEO has like 18.5 million subscribers. That's wild.
Yeah.
So yeah, then one of them doesn't give me that. It gives me an average percentage viewed. So not all the videos I'm finding here are giving you the same statistics.
Okay, so did we land on what we thought click-through rate was? I literally thought it was per 100 people showing your video, how many people per 100 are clicking on your video. I didn't think it was about.
According to them, like if I'm looking at my screen, you can't really see it. But when I hit impressions and click-through rate, if I click that, it read to me what that means. Oh, here, I clicked it. People aren't choosing to watch this video as often as some of your other videos. Changing the title and thumbnail can attract more viewers, but some topics may just get fewer clicks. So I've been clicking on, like when I look at my dashboard, I've been clicking on that as a question each time because it's giving me different answers. Like impression click-through rate was only 3% on that video. But impression click-through rate 3.5%.
Okay, I'm just going to look
up. It's interesting.
Because impressions and click-through rate are different.
Right. Well, they have it grouped under this, impressions click-through rate. Under video performance.
Okay. All right. So here we go. I mean, this is like totally unofficial because it's like just ChatGPT. Can you guys read that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it looks like click-through rate is the percentage of people who clicked on your video. So click-through rate is clicks divided by impressions times 100. So your thumbnail is shown to 10,000 people, 600 people click on it. Your click-through rate is 6%. Yeah, so that's right. So that is how many people click on your video per 100, right?
I think so.
100 opportunities. So like it's shown to 100 people and only 5 of those people click on it. You are running a 5% click rate. Okay. Alex Hormozi's highlights channel with less subscribers. Exactly. Alex Hormozi, exactly. I've studied this in detail to get my channel to take off. It hasn't worked yet. Your channel's growing pretty good, Java. I mean, I don't know. The last time I looked at it, were you in the 700s, 800s? We're probably more now. What is your subscriber rate? But I've literally seen your channel. I thought it's grown quite quickly. What people don't realize is that your channel as a whole has a channel average view duration and click-through rate. They take all your content and give your channel an average. Java. The issue I'm having is that my videos are only ever shown to 1,000 to 2,000 people. I can't get anything to be pushed further. Bottlenecking. Right. So is that the impressions, 1,000 to 2,000? Is that where you're getting that number from, Java? Holy crap, yeah. 12% or 30% is a good impressions click rate. That is for sure, Cindy. Yeah.
Wow, I'm not getting double digits, so.
Java, please tell us your channel name. Joanna's asking. And hello, Brenda. I've been watching on and off, cleaning my house, getting ready for my sister who is arriving in about half an hour.
Hey,
Hi,
Brenda.
Scott. Hello. Okay, so Brenda, I hope you heard that Julie's going to be in a play. Just because Brenda was off, Brenda goes to lots of plays. When does your play? Start?
Come down to the Jersey Shore. See Julie be silly.
Actually, when does your play go live, Julie? When does it actually start?
August 22nd and 23rd, I think.
Okay. And how long is it going for?
Just one weekend.
Oh, one weekend. Okay.
Yeah.
Most channels that are a year old or more with steady 3 times a week videos get 100,000 impressions or more. Whoa. Okay, Java's channel.
Yeah, I was going to say, Brenda, I haven't really talked about the outcome of my audition. I think I mentioned it on my poetry live on Thursday. It's the first time I mentioned it. So, yes, I was cast. Hooray.
How many people are in the play?
I saw the cast list, but I don't know how many. Probably like somewhere between 12 and 14. And it's against copyright. Hello, we were talking about copyright earlier and the thievery of art. And no, they cannot record it.
Yeah.
But you'll be able to see, I'm going to share my audition video and I'll be talking about it. So you'll be able to see me anyway. And, depending upon how friendly I get with the other ladies, we might do some, vlogging type stuff. But it'll be fun. And who knows what will happen next.
How do you find out about auditions for plays?
I found out about this online. There's different, like on Facebook, in fact, I'm like, how did I find out about this audition? I'm in a Facebook group that's called something like South Jersey Theater. And that's how I found out about that one. I found out about the auditions in North Jersey in a magazine, newspaper thing. If there's some place that talks about activities going on in town. And I don't know how I found about the Milford one that I did. Yeah, and Brenda's over 1K.
Wow, Brenda. Congratulations, girl.
Woohoo.
It was like on the same week. It was like the Brenda and Julie party. We both went over 1K. interesting week.
And how many was Brenda away? Because she was talking about quite a small number. It seemed less than 20 or something, I think, it was not a lot that she was away like a few weeks ago or something when she was on.
Cindy went over 1,000 too. Cindy, California
Wow.
Life Adventures. She's really taken off with her cat, Chad. And where were we talking about posts last week? Cindy's posts have been like 6.5 thousand people looking at her posts, her community posts. It's just astounding. She's doing really great.
Oh, wow. What is Cindy's channel? Cindy C?
Yeah, Cindy. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is that Cindy's channel name? Cindy C at
Cindy California Adventures, I think it is. Yeah, Cindy California. Oh, and how cute! It's Cindy Cat and Life Adventures. A little.
Okay, is that the channel name, Cindy?
Yeah, you can see her there in the comments.
Oh, okay. Is that people's channel names all the time? Is it, or is it the handle?
I don't know.
Yeah. Sometimes I've wondered if it's been like the handle.
She has a cat named Chad, who's like her co-star. It's been really amazing to watch her just burst. And she does, Cindy, feel free to talk to say something at any point, but she does a lot of shorts and she's been doing lives with Chad. And, but I think what really surprised me was because I kept hearing how community posts are so great to do, really do the post. And then when I saw how fantastically her posts with Chad are doing, I'm like, I need to do some more posts. And I have been doing more, but nothing hit. Okay, it's Cindy Cat. Yeah, Cindy Cat and Life Adventures. Was it always Cindy Cat, Cindy, or was it Cindy CA? I always thought it was Cindy California. That's how I was reading it, because I know that you're from California. That's how I think we connected. Yes. Great.
Thank you, Java. We are about to wrap up now too. I'll just have a quick one more look at our comments. Cindy, Cat, and Life Adventures. Okay, nice. Thank you, Krista, for putting other channels in here. That's really, really lovely. Hoping you have a nice weekend. And ladies, you guys have a nice weekend.
Yes, I'm hopefully going to have air conditioning.
Yes.
99 degrees and no air. And I ruined my car again. Yep. Ruined the car.
You what?
Something flew up from the highway underneath an 18-wheeler, and it flew up and it hit the side of my car and the whole side panel's off.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It's just,
you're not going to have a chance to be worried about that this weekend with your house full.
I'm going to work, man. I'm going to work every day. 24 hours a day.
Keep me up to date on the WhatsApp, and have fun with your sister Brenda. Everyone have a really, really lovely weekend. Thank you so much
for joining, everybody.
And a nice chat about all the topics.
Yes.
See you, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Because I'm not.